Australian Television Network and associated stations presents The Bert Newton Show! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to you. Lovely group. Mainly women, too, which is just beautiful. OK. You're very nice. Welcome to the show. We've got a super program lined up for you today. A lot of people for you to meet. Good, solid people, famous people, people that you want to meet. Incidentally, once again, yesterday after the show, because we had the amazing Jonathan on the program. Did you see the amazing Jonathan yesterday on the show? He did some amazing... Well... He's going back to America on Sunday, but I'm pleased to say that we have managed to book him for one last appearance on Friday. He's going to be here. So we look forward to that beaut performer and very funny man joining us on Friday. But lots and lots of things before then. Hopefully, with fingers crossed, either tomorrow or on Friday, guess to whom I'm going to be speaking. Very famous Hollywood actor, mainly for television, and then he made one movie with two other actors, which was the hit movie of last year. Give up? Yeah, no, not Fatty Finn. The movie he made was not... I can't even think of it now. Not Bringing Up Baby. What was it called? You know, the little baby and... yeah, three men... Yeah, Tom Selleck. Either tomorrow or on Friday. So it'll be rather nice to see the two sex symbols get together, either on tomorrow's show or Fridays. So I promised you lots of things in the next couple of days. Let's see what I can do for you today. To open the show, Jane Scarley. Always a good feeling to have Jane on the show. Stir It Up is the song. The girl again, Jane Scarley.
I can sit here while I go home, chase my dreams through the polluted, walking on a wire, running out of time. There's no room in this so hard of mine. Bill collectors waiting down the hall, neighbors screaming, crack the bedroom wall. Nerves jump off the pane, passion hits the street, anger's cooking in the city. Well, it's too crazy, I can't take no more. I won't stay here locked behind the door. Baby, stir it up, oh, got to break it up now. When I think about tomorrow, ooh, I can't wait to stir it up, oh, got to shake it up now. If I have to make a bottle, I'm not gonna take it anymore. Hungry minds who stare in hungry eyes, spreading thick and leave the biggest lies. Don't say what you feel, must play hard to get. All those time bombs sticking in your head. So much pressure to keep holding on. Pack my bags up, baby, I'll be gone. Baby, stir it up, got to break it up now. When I think about tomorrow, ooh, I can't wait to stir it up. Got to shake it up
Very nice. Jane Scarley, a bit raunchy then. And do it up. Live it up. What's it called? Stir it up. Jane, am I to assume that was a slightly different Jane Scarley we saw today? Sort of raunchy.
Bert?
Yes.
Sorry, I was just going to say I nearly didn't have this to wear today.
What happened?
Well, I flew in yesterday, British Airways, and they lost my luggage, and it was 1 o'clock this morning that I got this back, so it could have been my birthday suit.
Yeah. Well, there you go. The mind boggles. Jane, where were you on British Airways? Of course, you'd be flying domestically with them, wouldn't
right.
you?
Yes.
For someone like you who travels all around Australia doing work, the airline strike must be a real pain in the proverbial.
She's not a happy girl.
No, I can imagine. Would you like to say something to the pilots in Italian? Actually, it looks as if they're going to get back. What about, where's Paul at the moment, your lovely husband, Paul Martell?
He flew down with me, actually. He's playing golf today. Didn't sort of want to be with me today.
So he's not watching?
Well, he'll probably see it.
Oh,
on
OK.
video.
Well, Paul, if you're watching, you're doing Friday show, as you well know, and I've got some great news for you. The last time Paul worked, there was a strike of some kind here in Melbourne. There were about 5 people in the audience, but he did a wonderful job. So if you're watching, Paul, on Friday, there's going to be a super crowd waiting for you for all your gems of... We've got 120 people coming in from the Rechabite Society, and they're just waiting to see you on Friday. Did you have a question, Jane?
No, I think he'll be very happy with that.
OK, good. And lovely to have Jane Scarley on the show. She's a nicer girl. And I still say she was very raunchy today. I'd like you to look very carefully at a commercial which you'll know very, very well. It features a gentleman who is, well, he's got to be Australia's finest character actor and certainly one of the most amusing actors and people in Australia. Have a look at this.
What can we do? What can we do? What can we do?
Smaller customers again.
Can't afford to lose them and we can't afford to keep them. They're our bread and butter, Moira.
Accountants will never understand that.
Huh. Wouldn't it be lovely if all of life added up as simply as it does for accountants?
Of course, if we could handle them without our salespeople having to call on them.
Moira, this is a company which has thrived on the strength of its personalised service.
Which our smaller customers can't seem to justify anymore.
Aye, there's the rub.
The telephone's a very personal way of serving a customer.
Moira, what an excellent idea. Even if I do say so myself.
Of course I'm speaking, ladies and gentlemen, of Mr. Max Gillies. Please make him welcome. He really is a lovely character. I mean, Telecom would have to be very happy with you.
Well, I'm happy to be doing it, so I hope they're happy with it, yes.
Yeah. Great results for them?
I think so. They seem to be pleased with it. We're continuing our association, so I think it must have been...
Good on you, Max.
pleasing.
Well, the other good news that you've got, of course, is that in October you're going to host the AFI Awards, the Australian Film Institute Awards for the ABC.
That's right, on October the 11th.
Looking forward to that?
I am with some trepidation. It's not something that I've ever done before. It's more your territory.
Yeah, I think you'll find it exciting. Most performers have very definite opinions, one of two opinions about working with their colleagues. Either they hate it or they love it. And I think the pros can be a terrific audience.
Well, I mean, I have done the odd spot on an award night, and I agree with you. I think that's right. But of course, there's a lot of tension in the air, and there are a lot of reputations at stake and ego. So there is a certain brittleness in the atmosphere.
You got a co-host?
No, there'll be a number of presenters, but I'm actually hosting the evening.
And whereabouts is it being done?
At the Palais.
Oh, it's a lovely theatre. Have you worked there before?
Yes, I have, but not in this sort of context. It's a vast auditorium.
Well, it'll be a wonderful experience, I'll bet, to walk out there and see a sea of faces, many of whom that you know. And you've got the microphone and they haven't, which is a good thing to keep in mind.
Well, I suppose that, but have you got any other clues for me?
Well, I don't know. I think the most important... I mean, are you serious? The most important thing is, I think, that on a night like that, I'm not too sure of your background, but I personally say 19 rosaries, and and then just go out there and you know that those people out there are either going to be very kind to you or otherwise, and usually they're very kind.
Right.
But I'll be watching with added interest from your dressing room.
Thank you. Thank you.
Max, what about the new series for the ABC? What's that going to promise us?
Well, this is something I've been working on for a long time, and it won't get to air for some time. We're not actually in production yet, but for most of this year we've been developing basically the scripts for a set of half-hour comedies, separate plays, where I'll play a different character each week, but it's not sketch comedy, it's not sitcom. It's not a serial. It's a playhouse.
And not satire on the political figures that you do so well.
No, all fictitious characters, all original characters. A little bit like the man we see in the telecom ad, only with a bit more room to explore the character.
Just going through the political people who have been at your knife's edge on a number of occasions. Of course, the famous one is Bob Hawke, and you do Margaret Thatcher, and I believe there's Bob, and also and this one, which I believe is your best, John Elliot. You as John Elliot.
Yeah.
I just love. So we're not going to get them. We're going to get people of a different genre.
Yes, I spent about, I suppose, 10 years, best part of 10 years, locked up with the politicians, and I enjoyed it. But it is a limitation for an actor, for a performer, not to be able to invent your own characters, and so it's a bit of a new direction I'm taking.
Got some shots here of some of the type characters, I believe, that you're going to be presenting for us. And as you say, more than likely it'll be the strength of the characters themselves, and certainly not any play on the fact that they're famous people.
Well, that's right. That's right. And yes, it's interesting watching those shots come up, because they're. I haven't been able to do many of these characters. The pressure's always there to say, give us your Bob, give us your Margaret. And I say, well, hang on, this is an interesting character. And they say, yes, that's very nice, but give us your Bob, give us your Margaret. So I'm looking forward to it.
You're known in the industry as being a very quiet man, somewhat of an introvert, some say.
Yeah, is that right?
What's your background? I mean, when did you know that you wanted to do theatre?
Well, I suppose, like anybody who performs, I always did it at school, and after I left school I was heavily involved in amateur dramatics. But I had another job, and I was always happy. Well, I was happy for quite a while just to work as an amateur. So I was slow to come to take the plunge.
What was the first big professional break?
Well, it was in the early 70s. There was a resurgence of local theatre, I suppose, and I was part of a group in Melbourne that worked out of the Pram Factory, which had a bit of brief fame, where it was a collective of writers and actors, and suddenly we were doing local plays. Now, I joined that on a part-time basis, but there was so much work and there was so much strong audience response to it that I decided that was the time to make the break, and one thing led to another from then on.
What about television? Do you enjoy doing that? The series that you've done for the ABC have been very successful.
I did enjoy that. It was I found it fairly stressful work, and it's completely different from live theatre, as you know, but a completely different challenge. The capacity to be able to play up to 40 characters in the space of half an hour is something you can never do in the theatre, and that it was its own challenge. Sometimes we'd have 2 or 3 characters within the one frame on the screen at the one time, and that was it was fascinating.
Any of those characters, any of those politicians, and indeed people like Kerry Packer, did they ever have a go at you? Were they unhappy with what you did?
Well, you mentioned Kerry Packer, and I was led to believe by the service of writs that he wasn't all that happy with some of the things. I thought, I have to say this very seriously, because I treated him very sympathetically. He was under a lot of pressure at the time, and I thought I presented him in a sympathetic light as an embattled citizen, as somebody who was having all sorts of criticisms made of him, but as someone who was defiant and was going to go out and fight, but was still under a lot of pressure. So I thought, as an actor, I was showing a person in a fairly sympathetic light. Unfortunately, that's not how it was read in the head offices at Channel 9 at the time, and certainly not by him.
And what happened?
I didn't appear on Channel 9 for some years.
I see. Do you think that was just a coincidence?
Yes and no. No, I mean, well, I had the bit of paper to prove that it wasn't, but for some time afterwards, producers who would like to have you on the show would sort of find other things to be doing. So
I do remember, though, I think it was the finale of your last series on the ABC when you did the Kerry Packer bit. Wasn't that the piece which I think went for about 12 or 13 minutes, and at one stage of the game you had Kerry climbing the Channel 9 transmitter?
that's right. That's right.
I think perhaps that was just the twig that snapped and he decided that he didn't like it.
I don't know. It's interesting. You say compared to other people. I'm sure that other people have reacted adversely to some of my.
But that's a joke.
Character. Well, you know, that's a very good. Question that you put into words there, Bert. Not to one way or the other thing, but I would very much like to know what Joe. Well, you know, if he had a thought about it one way or the other.
I'm told that's just been given a message that the PM, the real PM, Bob Hawke, is going to be there at the AFI Awards.
Yes, it'll be a double act, and I don't know whether he knows that yet, but he's committed himself to it, so...
What do you expect him to say, and how will he say it?
It depends, Bert, on what frame of mind he's in at the time. As you know, he can be a very... But on the other hand, he can be a terrific...
Max, you're going to kill him on the AFI Awards. I do wish you well. You can stay for a little while with us, I believe.
I'd love to.
Which is great news. Max Gillies, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see the good news for Max in character for Telecom. This is the tag to the whole proceedings.
All fixed.
The smaller customers.
Yes. From now on, we'll be keeping in touch by phone.
Are they happy?
Very.
And the accountants?
It's a great cap. Lovely. Do you do a Jeff Kennett impression?
No, I do not.
Don't do a Jeff. Well, we've got a bloke following us after this commercial break who does the best in Australia, we think, the man himself. Jeff Kennett is going to join us. We'll see you then.
My husband doesn't understand that people can be overweight. He thinks that you should be able to just shut your mouth, not eat, and not have to worry about weight. He doesn't understand that I might feel sick by lunchtime, that I haven't had anything to eat. While I was on the Jenny Craig program, I found it so easy just to be able to eat the food that they supplied for me and not to have to worry about any other eating problems I had. All I had to do was eat any food that they have, and I found I never felt hungry.
At Jenny Craig Weight Loss Centers, it's our people who set us apart. Our counselors give you all the special care and attention you need to achieve your weight loss goals. We've helped thousands and thousands of people lose weight, and we'd like to help you too.
On Jenny's new program, you can lose all the weight you want for an unbelievably low $92.50. That's right, $92.50. This is the lowest price ever offered by Jenny Craig. So why not call the centre nearest you today?
At last, replacement windows that are virtually maintenance-free. That's right, CertainTeed PVC windows will never rot and never need painting. All CertainTeed PVC windows are double glazed. They are highly energy efficient to keep your home warmer in winter, cooler in summer. They'll also greatly reduce outside traffic noise while adding real value to your home. Clean the outside from the inside. Phone us now for our special offer on keyed locks and insect screens, absolutely free with every new CertainTeed PVC window we install for you. Call us now.
McKay Microwave Pizza Supreme. The frozen pizza you can cook in a microwave, giving a crispy crust. It's just like a pizza from a pizza shop.
Hey, you want a cappuccino?
Ah, McCain, you've done it again.
I get a kick out of life. I get a kick when I'm kicking it high. And I get a kick
your kicks at an everyday price by Colitex.
A sensitive stomach finds some foods hard to digest. But you can replenish the body's natural digestive cultures with Revital, the milk for people who find some foods hard to stomach.
Tonight on Hey Dad, Simon sees the light.
I found a new way of life.
You're becoming a nun.
But Nudge is unconvinced.
Everyone needs a religion. Well, I've already got one. I'm an agnostic.
What do they do?
They eat.
Then, the guys from Wogs Out of Work...
I've lined up somebody much bigger than their mistresses.
...get into the entertainment scene.
Ta-da! Con Jones. Huh? You mean Tom Jones? The famous one, Con Jones.
Hey Dad, Acropolis Now, tonight.
Welcome back to the show. If you've just tuned in, you've missed the wonderful Max Gillies, but he's still with us. And we're joined now by a politician, and on his own admission, Max doesn't do a Jeff Kennett, but this man does a wonderful job on Jeff Kennett. The man himself, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Kennett. The boys played It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want To.
Yes, well, I've had a few parties.
The main party, of course, that we'd like to talk about is the Liberal Party, which here in Victoria, a couple of months ago, dumped you as long-serving leader, highly controversial leader of the Liberal Party here in Victoria. You find yourself in the same boat as John Howard. Are you happy about the situation now that you can look back on it?
Yes, very much so. I think I've been in that job for about 6.5 years. It was time for a change. The party made that decision, and I'm very relaxed.
What can you do in comparison to the very high profile that you had and the power that you had as leader? What can be done now from a backbench in politics?
I think there's a lot of things that can be done. You've still got your electorate work, of course, and that's very, very important. I mean, that's what a politician's all about, servicing the needs of the community, but also there's policy work, Bert, and developing strategy and keeping our political opponents honest. So there's a great deal still to be done. It's a different lifestyle, but to me that's a benefit. I mean, I'm now spending a lot more time with my family and a lot more time gardening, and I'm enjoying that very much.
What about the Liberal Party itself? It appears not to be able to retain or gain government anywhere in Victoria. And for someone like myself and Max, who was brought up with the belief, I suppose, that it was the Liberals' right to reign, we thought that Sir Robert Menzies was the king of Australia. What went wrong?
I think everything happens in cycles to some degree. I mean, the Labor Party have now enjoyed considerable success, and yet that started to change in New South Wales, where I think Nick Greiner's doing an excellent job. Obviously, we're going to have a federal election shortly, and you may see a change there. But I think it's all a matter of timing as much as anything else, and Labor has been in the right place at the right time, and they're enjoying a period in office, and that's part of the competitive processes. And I don't think we'll ever see again in Australia governments of any political persuasion necessarily being in office for 27 years, whether it be in Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland or federally, and I think that's probably in the public interest.
You made a comment there that you said that we may see a change federally. You're not confident about the Liberals' chances?
I am very confident, but I wouldn't want to be political unless you give me the opportunity to be so. I think there will be a change. I think people are hurting in terms of interest rates very much indeed. I think the pilot strike has been terribly mishandled. And I think the pendulum has swung, and I think it's starting to swing back again. I'm very confident that Andrew will be leading the country.
Well, he's a good friend of yours. You're very close, quite often on the phone to each other.
Not as often as we used to be, no.
And certainly not in car phones on a Sunday.
No, I don't have a car phone now. In fact, I was rung up at my advertising agency the other day by one of these promoters, salesmen for car telephones, and my wife now works at the advertising agency as well, and she took the call. And the salesman had great difficulty in trying to convince Felicity that I needed a car phone. So,
I can imagine.
No, we're finished with that little exercise.
Do you regret that moment in time when all of a sudden it was picked up, the conversation, and you were talking about John Howard in less than flattering terms?
Well, I mean, I think it's silly to regret what's happened in the past. I think you've just got to live with your life. I suppose, all of us from time to time in periods of great frustration say things which we wouldn't say under less frustrated circumstances. I suppose the only thing that interested me was that people were able to take a private phone conversation and publicly display it right throughout Australia and right around the world it got coverage.
But did you almost die inside when you knew that it was going public?
Well, I got a call on Sunday night. It was after a by-election on Saturday night, and I was driving home. I made a phone call to Andrew, and it was Sunday night that the Sun journalist rang up and said, "Did you make a phone call to Mr. Peacock last night?" And I said, "Oh, look, I can't remember." And he said, "Well, we've got a tape here of the conversation." And that was quite an incredible feeling to realise that they had it, and we had a discussion, and it was quite clear they were going to run it. But that's life. I mean...
what did you actually say about John Howard?
I don't think I'd repeat it here, and probably I wouldn't repeat it again because, as I said at the time, it was under very different circumstances, and we all have periods of frustration, and I don't think my conversations are necessarily any more different from yours or Max's at a period when you are upset and you express yourself quite... how would I say, colourfully.
Mr. Hawke, do you have a car telephone at all?
Well, Bert, if I did indeed have a car phone, I wouldn't be about to broadcast the fact here on your television show. I think there are some things that, in this case, I agree with Jeffrey. Jeff, that this shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't happen to a dog. And...
It didn't, and that was the trouble. In fact, it was interesting. As you know, they ran that story, and it got good coverage, and didn't help Andrew very much at the time, I'm afraid. But
that's an understatement, Jeff.
Very shortly after that, two well-known Labor politicians were involved in a telephone conversation, and the government, the federal government, changed the rules at 12 o'clock that night to prohibit that conversation being treated in the same way that mine and Andrew's was.
So the two Labor people, who were they?
I think it was Richardson, Senator Richardson, and it might have been Paul Keating. I'm not quite sure. And they were having a discussion about Mr. Hawke.
One imagines that Paul Keating would have quite some colourful telephone conversations.
I can't imagine Paul being a colourful sort of person, can you?
Jeff, do you have any ambitions to do federal politics?
No, Bert. I don't like flying, and right at the moment...
Well, you wouldn't have to worry about that at the moment, would you?
No, you'd be going back to the old days where people were travelling by train. No, I enjoy state politics. I love living in Melbourne, and ultimately, the biggest factor is it takes you even further away from your family. And I've got 4 young children, and they've had to make some very big sacrifices over the last 13 years that I've been in politics. I have no intention of going federally at all.
OK, Jeff, if you were, hypothetically, in federal politics, what would you do now about this plane situation?
I first of all wouldn't give compensation. I would certainly insist that if I was the Prime Minister, I would say to Australian Airlines, which are owned by us, the public, that they have a responsibility to fly. I mean, it amazes me in this day and age where mankind can send satellites over 12 years to Neptune that we can't get supposedly mature men sitting down to resolve this dispute. And we have a situation where the Prime Minister and the airlines are on one side, the pilots are on the other, and ultimately it's the poor community that suffers. And I think the Prime Minister should instruct James Strong to sit down with the pilots. It's in our public interest. Our reputation as a trader is being destroyed. The tourism industry is being totally pulled apart, and I just cannot accept in 1989 that mature men can't sit down and resolve this dispute.
Do you know, I think everybody would agree with you, Jeff. I really believe. Can I just ask you, finally, one thing, and Max might like to enter in here because it intrigues me. I think you'd find that most people who know you and Bob Hawke personally would say that Bob Hawke is no nicer bloke than you. I mean, you're both nice people to meet.
I wouldn't agree with that.
No, but I mean, socially, you're pleasant to meet and you're good to meet, and you're certainly very sincere in what you believe in politically, although you may be poles apart. Why is it that you suffered so much bad press, and why is it seems that Bob Hawke gets a dream run in the media?
I think the big difference between Hawke and myself was more a matter of timing. Hawke was always a very outspoken person. I suppose I am as well. Hawke was in the lucky position that he got into Parliament briefly, was elected to the leadership on the day the election was called, and was immediately put into the role of Prime Minister. And that office carries carries with it a lot of respect, a lot of authority. I, on the other hand...
But Malcolm Fraser got a pretty hard deal, didn't he?
Oh, yes, but again, under very different circumstances, given the dismissal. I came in to lead the party after we'd suffered a major defeat and then had to endure a long period in opposition. And I think it's very hard in opposition. I was just saying to Max earlier, and I was speaking to my ex-counterpart, the Premier, yesterday about it. In opposition, it doesn't matter what you're on about. You can't actually put it into action, put it into place. And so to some degree it's frustrating. And in many cases it's easier for the media to attack an organisation or an individual who is A, outspoken, and secondly, can't convert policy into practice. So
yeah, I would have thought it was just the opposite, though, Jeff. I would have thought that in opposition you make the promises and you don't have to fulfil them unless you get elected.
Well, I'd like to think that we all made promises that were soundly based, that could be put into place. I mean, it comes back again to characters, personalities. I've often been referred to as a larrikin, so was Bob Hawke. I think the big difference was that Bob got into office very quickly as Prime Minister, and I had to endure a long period in opposition.
Right. Well, obviously, Joe, our piano player is a Labor supporter. I'll have to take a break here. Jeff Kennett, ladies and gentlemen, please thank him. We're back with you after this break.
At 6 on 7, as the flood of refugees from East to West Germany continues, East Berlin has demanded that Hungary stem the tide. 10,000 ecstatic East Germans have already taken advantage of Hungary's special travel arrangements. Then on Hinge, 82-year-old Emma Wright, fighting her family for the right to run a bush pub. A battle of wills. Next on Hinge.
If you only know what I've done for them, it's a different story altogether.
Glenn Taylor and Jennifer Kite with the news at 6 and Hinge at 7, tonight on 7.
We are the boys from Alcan. Now what can we do for you?
Our old gutter is rusted through. Well, here's an offer that's right for you. Alcan aluminium guttering is rust-proof, pre-painted and made in continuous lengths on site. Tailored perfectly for your house. We install in a day and clean up afterwards. You can get your 10-year warranty and throw away that old paintbrush.
We are the boys from Alcan, and we're waiting to hear from you.
So call us for a quote.
For 15 days at Captain Snooze, you'll get 15% off our 15 bestsellers. You'll get 15% off our best-selling in the Springs. 15% off our best-selling bed settees. Best-selling brass beds, now 15% off. Bedroom suites, 15% off our bestsellers. Best-selling kids' beds reduced by 15%. And there's even 15% off best-selling waterbeds.
Captain Snooze, service advice and the right price.
But you'd better be quick, it's only on for 15 days.
How I remember the days. Oh, the V-Line Day-Away Tours to the Shipwreck Coast and the 12 Apostles, all 9 of them. $55 an adult. The day at Sovereign Hill, $30 for grown-ups. The day away at Mitchelton Winery with the Goulburn River flowing free, as you can see, at $38. What's more, most with a free lunch. That's V-Line Day Away Tours for you. Call into V-Line Travel or phone 619-3333 for a brochure. It's all in the book.
More fun in your pool? Yes, you can, if it's heated with National Solar Pool Heating. Be quick and get your fully installed National Solar system for as little as $2,600. But ring now, 894-2220. More fun in your pool? Now you can swim nearly all year round with National Solar Pool Heating for as little as $2,600. So ring now, 894-2220. National Solar Pool Heating. Feels beautiful.
Dumplings exclusive spring bonus.
Oh, they're giving away wedding rings. Gosh, they're giving away diamond earrings too. And I can trade my old watch in for up to $50.
Dumplings exclusive spring bonus. Ends soon.
Here we go again. Max Gillies and Jeff Kennett are with us on the show, and at centre stage waiting for us is Nick Gazal. Good to have Nick back in the show. At this moment is the song. Here's Nick.
What did you think I would do at this moment when you're standing before me with tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you have found you another and you just don't love me no more? more. What do you think I would say at this moment when you're standing there and you're telling me you don't love me? Do you think I would hate you, say things to hurt you, 'cause you don't love me no more? Do you think I could hate you or raise my hands to you? Now come on, you know me too well. How could I hate you when, darling, I love you and you know I've never hurt you? What do you think I would give at this moment if you'd stay out some tract 20 years from my life? I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground you walk on, if you would just hold me again. I'd fall down on my knees, I'd kiss the ground you walk on, if you just hold me. If you would just hold me, if you would just hold me again.
Thank you, Nick. Great. Nick Pisano. After this break, Colette Mann joins us.
We'll give you the very best price on beautiful solid vinyl weatherboards because you're dealing direct with the Australian wholesaler. JH Solid Vinyl can transform an average 12-square home for an amazing $4,800. No hidden extras. $4,800 is all you'll pay and you'll never paint again. So phone us now on 553 0844 for an obligation-free price on your size home. We won't be beaten on price or we'll refund the difference. So deal direct and save. 553 0844.
Not everybody likes a roll, but everybody loves a bagel. Chicken's just another bird, unless it's on a bagel.
In the Sara Lee tradition of excellence comes the bagel. Crusty, chewy, soft, fresh, kosher.
If you liked it on a piece of bread, you're gonna love it on a bagel.
Move over bread rolls, here come bagels.
'Cause nobody doesn't like Sara Lee.
Carpet, you think? Carpet the house. You creep up on it quietly. It's a very big buy.
A big buy.
Not to be taken lightly. Who are the experts?
Who can you trust?
Who do you talk to?
Talk to us.
Hurry, don't miss out. Pay only $86 a metre for this extra heavy-duty New Zealand wool carpet. Or carpet 3 rooms for only $999 fully laid on quality underlay.
Tray, see the range.
A big range.
The quality. The famous name.
Give us a call.
Call Carpet Call.
The experts in the trade.
Don't miss Red Spot specials at a Safeway store near you, bringing you the best value in supermarket shopping. Sides of spring lamb, top value at just $1.97 a kilo. Quality Don Strasbourg, round or square, only $5.99 a kilo. Large red delicious apples, now a low $1.29 a kilo. And azaleas in bud and bloom, a fresh $2.49. Safeway's Red Spot specials. Don't let them pass you by.
Sweet dreams are made of tontine, sleeping comforts made of this. Sweet dreams are made of tontine.
Heartbeat. Heartbeat of the 80s. Mike and the Mechanics. Belinda Carlisle. Little River Band. Phil Collins, Hall & Oates, UB40 and Chrissie Hynde. They've been 10 good years and 16 great songs. Remember the feeling. Heartbeat of the 80s from Dino Music.
A lovely lady next and a lot of fun. A girl you'd know from Prisoner and various other television shows, theatrical attractions. And Melbourne people now are very lucky to have her daily on a radio program, which is a real hoot and good stuff. Please welcome Colette Mann. You asked me to get you a couple of blokes. You happy?
Yeah, and they're so nicely dressed too.
Yeah, well, Jeff looks as if you're very sombre in your attire today.
Did you go to a funeral?
No, but I get confused every morning. I'm sick of waking up in the morning trying to select a tie to match the suit. So I've now decided black suit and black ties, and I've got no problem.
Well, it looks lovely, Monsignor.
Thank you.
It does. Looks terrific. You look terrific. How much weight have you lost?
I'm so glad you asked. I've lost nearly 2.5 stone.
You look great for it.
Thanks!
Now, remembering the show is sponsored by Jenny Craig,
Yes.
how did you do it?
I did it with another company called Nutrisystem.
Right.
Yes.
Well, had you gone to Jenny Craig, you could have lost even more.
Oh, perhaps, you know.
Little difficult area, though. I think we might move away from that,
Yes.
Claire. Look, since the last time I saw you, apart from losing a lot of weight, your life has gone through many, many changes, particularly one little bloke who's come into your life.
Yes, indeed. The last time we actually worked together was on the Don Lane shows
Right.
in 1984. Well, I've got married, and then I had a child in that order, because I'm Catholic, and he sort of was a bit of a surprise to me because I'd been told that I'd had, you know, women's problems, and they said that they didn't think that I could conceive, you see, and so I thought I had very high blood pressure, and I went to the doctor, and he said, "No, I think you're pregnant." And I said, "Are you sure it's mine?" Because he was the one who told me that I couldn't have them. And so then I went home and I said to my husband, he opened the door and I said, "Guess what, I'm pregnant." And he said, "Oh, he was so thrilled, you know, excited and everything."
He didn't say, "You sure it's mine?"
No. He... Oh. Yeah, I think it's his.
Right.
Anyway... He said, "Oh, I'm Catholic, of course it's his." And anyway, because he has a son from a previous marriage, and he was very excited that we were going to have, you know, a baby. And I said, "Of course, you'll have to stay home and look after it," I said, because I thought, "Oh, this has upset my career." And then, from the minute I got pregnant until I was dragged out into the workforce kicking and screaming in April this year, and Sam was 16 months old then, I didn't really want to work, and I'm not real keen on the idea now. I mean, I like the work, but I hate being away from him.
But Colette, I believe that for the first couple of months, close friends of yours, and we share mutual friends,
Yes.
they didn't see Sam.
No, that's right, because we had a pretty rough time during the birth. I mean, I went through all this pain and almost died and everything for this kid who now calls me Dad. He's never got the lips around Mum once, not once.
Did you get a surprise when he was born? I mean, well, not a surprise.
Yeah, I did actually.
No, but I mean, when you actually saw what Sam was?
Yes, well, I did get a surprise because I actually thought I was having a girl. And I went through, you know, the whole thing, and my mother's friends, because my mother had died just before I found out I was pregnant, and my mother's friends all said, "Oh, of course, you're carrying just the way your mother carried you," and all that sort of thing. You're having a girl, you see. And so I was so sure I was going to have a girl, and my friend, the great Bert, and he said that we should have a girl and put her on the stage, you know. And so when I rang him, and I found out just a little bit beforehand that I was having a boy, and when I rang, I said, "It's Colette, we're having a boy," I said to him, and he said, "Who knows?" And I said, "The doctor, my husband and I." He said, "We won't tell anyone, we'll just dress it as a girl and bring it up as a girl."
I've got to explain that the great Burke is a dear friend of Colette's and has been for many, many years, and also is on her radio show with her. Come over, great Burke, and say hello.
He's also Sam's godfather.
Oh, is he really? Oh, he's Sam's godfather. How are you? some very VIPs here, so be nice to... You know Colette, of course, don't you? Mr. Kennett?
darling.
No, Mr. Kennett.
Hello. Oh, good evening.
And Mr. Gillies.
Mr. Gillies?
Yeah, good to see you. And you're the godfather of Sam, are you?
Yeah.
Would you like to go and get little Sam for us when we ask you?
All right.
Yeah, OK, well, go and sit down there beside Mr. Gillies, OK, and we'll let you know when.
Yes.
You OK?
I'm feeling just a little bit crook.
Oh. How did you first meet the great Burke?
Well, strangely enough, he auditioned for me. I was the dance captain, laughingly so called, in a show called Godspell. And we were moving from Melbourne to New Zealand, and some of the people who'd been in the show for 15, 16 months wanted to not go to New Zealand. I'm coming, Sam. And Mummy's telling a story, don't interrupt. And...
Hang on a sec, I beg your pardon, it's not Sam, it's my stage manager.
Anyway, he decided that he was doing a show called Grease at the time.
This bloke here?
Yes, this was when he was trying to be an actor. And anyway, so he came and auditioned and sang absolutely the worst version of cabaret I have ever heard in my entire life.
Only 1 second, Colette. You went along to an audition and you sang cabaret?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you confident?
No.
Did he have any reason to be confident?
No, he had no reason to be confident because the key that he sang in, I don't think they've got one on the piano. Really. He sings in the cracks, you know? And, yeah, that's it. And he just made me laugh so much, I gave him the job. And, unfortunately, I've had him ever since.
Do you want to do a couple of lines of cabaret for us?
No.
No? You won't do them?
No, he's retired from singing.
Will you go and get the kid then?
OK.
OK, the great Burke's going to get Sam for us, who's now, 16 months old?
No, he's 20 months old.
20 months old. And I can't wait to see him because I've heard so much about.
Oh, yes, I know. He's
Sam.
become a bit of a sort of more famous than his mother.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Sam. There he is. And we even played Sam for... Oh,
He's got a nice way with kids, hasn't he?
Yeah, you don't carry babies like that.
Oh, yeah.
You carry them nicely like that.
I started off like that.
How are you, Sam? Oh. It's what? Oh, what's that? What's that you got? Oh, that's why he was
wheels.
crying. That belongs to the stage manager. That's his. The whole set's going to fall down.
Yes.
What's this bloke's name?
This is Guck Guck.
Guck Guck.
Yes.
When did you name Guck Guck, and what condition were you in when you named him Guck Guck?
Well, you see, the thing is that he doesn't speak much. I can't imagine why. His mother won't let him get a word in. But he doesn't talk much that we can understand, you see. But anything that flies, and I'm talking planes, ducks, yeah, microphones, planes, helicopters, footballs, they're all Guck Gucks, you see, because they're the same as birds, you see. And this is a penguin, a dirty one. I wanted to wash him, but we didn't think he'd be dry in time. Yeah, he's all gone now. Yeah.
Colette, how did Sam change your life?
Would you like to answer this question, Sam? I think because I was 37 when he was born, and I never ever thought that I was going to have children, and I really didn't want them. And then suddenly I was handed this baby, and people used to say, oh, it's different when it's your own, but it really is. And I just think he's fabulous. I get into trouble for talking about him too much on radio.
Don't worry about that.
But he's just the most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me.
Would you like more?
I'd love more. Are you interested?
You're a good boy. I tell you what, I'm sure that both your dad and your mum would be very pleased if they knew that the next baby was going to be as gorgeous as this kid. Will he go into show business, do you reckon?
I was hoping he wouldn't, but he thinks his godfather, the great Burke, is the funniest thing since sliced bread, which really worries me.
He'll grow out of that.
Yeah. I'm trying to have him sort of taught the cello and wear a bow tie and little glasses, you know, so that he's a really sort of refined child. But I've got an awful feeling I'm going to see him in a little black and white crushed velvet coat with a welted dahlia before long. I hope, for my sake, and for his sake, I hope that he doesn't go into show business because it's, as we all know, it's a pretty hard life. I'd like him to be a pilot.
We thank Colette Mann, and we thank her for bringing in Sam. We're back with you after this break.
tiny band of desperately brave men battling the evil forces of the cosmos.
Killing you would be too easy.
Led by the handsome hero Jason.
Get it, bang! All right, well, here, quit that.
And the luscious Princess Karina.
This ship and everything on it belongs to me.
They're space pirates and rogues.
What happened? We rape, we pillage.
Seeking the world's rarest treasure.
You got any water?
Lonesome Dove's Robert Urich and Angelica Houston in a totally spaced adventure. Ice Pirates premieres tonight.
What are you waiting for? JH Solid Vinyl Weatherboards won't be beaten on price or on quality, or we refund the difference. So come on, phone 553 0844 right now for the best price on your size home. 4,800, that's all.
Hot on the tail of two huge albums, the Bangles finally make their way down under. The Bangles will perform live all their biggest hits from their albums, Different Lights and Everything.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Tickets on sale now at all Bass outlets for the Bangles.
Two-piece wool blend suits, quality and value, $148. Two-piece wool blend suits with extra matching trousers, $199. Wool blend reefers and latest style sports coats, $148. Wool blend trousers drop to a low $29, pleated and plain. Remember, two-piece wool blend suits only $148. Hurry!
Buying's believing at size.
Harvey World Travel, the travel professionals, Harvey World Travel.
Experience the spectacular beauty of New Zealand with Harvey World Travel and Air New Zealand on a 2-week coach tour. Visit both North and South Islands with sightseeing, accommodation and airfare included for this one low price. Stay where you are, New Zealand. We're coming over.
'Cause we're Harvey World Travel, the travel professionals for you.
Right now at Guests Furniture, we're accessories after the fact. The fact is we're giving away accessories to the retail value of $400 with every purchase of $2,000 or more. So when you buy furniture like this, your accessories after the fact could be this coffee table, or this, or this, or this. With every purchase of $2,000 or more, the choice is yours. Guests Accessories after the fact. It's so good, it ought to be criminal.
McKay Microwave Pizza Supreme. The frozen pizza you can cook in a microwave, giving a crispy crust. It's just like a pizza from a pizza shop.
Hey, you want a cappuccino?
Ah, McCain, you've done it again.
Welcome back, and please say hello to our resident zoologist on the programme, Dr. David Smith. David,
Hi,
great
Bert.
to see you again. Thank you. Good to be here. Well, you're a man filled with surprises, and there's a surprise, I would suggest, right in front of us now.
What's looking like a bit of a broken twig, in fact, is this wonderful podagus. This is a Podagus strigoides. Would you believe?
What do you think of that, Sam? Yeah. That's a Podagus. What's it again?
It's actually a guk-guk.
It's a guk-guk.
It's a guk-guk.
A guk-guk. Well, yeah. Does it guk-guk? Does it fly?
I hope it does. Let me just pick it up here. Come on, guk-guk. Here we go. It's a tawny frogmouth, actually.
I've never seen one like that.
Which is a little bit like an owl.
There's
It's
a
not
feather
actually
for
an
you,
owl.
Sam. Would you
There's
like
a
that?
beautiful feather. And he's a little bit frightened. When these birds are frightened, they've got this fantastic camouflage trait. They sit very, very still and just try and blend into the background, look like a bit of a fallen log or something like that, a broken twig. Look at the beautiful eyes.
Aren't they good?
And that huge, this is where they get the name tawny frogmouth. The tawny colour, obviously, is just, quite beautiful if you look at these superb feathers.
And where do you find them, Dave?
They're found all around the East Coast. They're mostly found right across Australia, actually.
Could I have a nurse?
If you're very gentle,
Yes.
just
Well, I'm a very gentle person, David.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I just remember the echidna. What did I do? Hang on, can I take him
Yeah,
back?
certainly, David.
Just very well, right?
And why do they have the very sharp claws?
This is for ripping animals to pieces,
Yes.
basically.
Well, I was very gentle then. What did I do that was wrong?
Just a little bit upset about being in the studio.
I see.
So I'll just
Okay,
leave
well,
it on my hand. And
certainly,
he's nice
yes.
and comfortable there.
And are we speaking at the right level?
Yeah, we're speaking just very intimately here with this little.
David, in his natural...
you can see the
he doesn't like you either. in his natural habitat, what is he after? He's a predator to whom?
They're strange sort of predators. They're not like owls or eagles.
Oh, don't. What's the matter?
It's what? It's a guk-guk.
It's a guk-guk, yeah. But I like your guk-guk just as much.
Yes, our guk-guk doesn't bite.
No, and doesn't scratch and claw.
Yeah. Owls and eagles and birds like that, swoop down and catch prey from a great height. These ones kind of just sit there on a post looking inconspicuous and kind of tumble off and lob on things like small mice, small mammals.
Sorry.
What are you doing there? Why?
It was about the log. I think he hates logs.
Are you still pinching it?
Oh, dear. Yeah,
Now that's going to be even worse. He can't see anything now. Colette?
No.
Yeah.
You know what they say about children and animals on television?
Oh,
Hang on, we've got both here.
I'll get the Gaga is interested.
Wait, this is the.
So just talk amongst yourselves. He'll be back in a minute.
Jeff, have you seen this kind of guk before?
Here's a real guk-guk for you looking animal.
It's as beautiful, aren't they?
There's a guk-guk, see?
You gotta play with this. This is a beauty.
Yeah, look over there.
There we go. This is what we call this one Darren. Come over and say hello. He's a beauty. Come on, Sam. You could sit on him if you wanted to. It'd be the first time anyone sat on Darren in a long, long, long time. Sit up there. You don't want to sit up there? You want to play with him? He's a gaga, yeah. Oh, he's a gaga, yeah.
We've got gagas everywhere.
Yes.
Don't work with animals or children.
No, we've got them all together, eh? All together. So back to your little bloke.
Sure. Yeah. You can see the huge eyes they've got. I mean, probably the lights in here are pretty bright for it.
We can bring the lights down here, certainly, just down a little.
Because they're very good. They hunt at dusk.
Perfect. Yes.
And most people don't know they exist, actually. No.
Yes. No, that's just a log. Plenty of those around here.
Hey, Sam. Sam? No, he's not interested. He's interested in the other guy.
Look at the eyes over here.
Look at these big eyes on
those
this beautiful
great big
bird.
eyes on the great big bird. Yeah, and you were saying?
I've completely forgotten what I was saying. The eyes have it, yes. Because they hunt at dusk, they need big eyes to attract light and so on to catch their little meaty predator prey in the forest. People don't really know they exist. There's lots more than people imagine are out there because they're so well camouflaged.
I've never heard of them before.
You can walk right past them and just not see them. When they're sitting there in their proper camouflage pose like this with their head up and the eyes actually shut, you can just, they look like a log.
Excuse me one second. To my floor manager, Peter O'Connor, that's how you call dogs and cats. You'd keep over there going... Boy. What you do is you say, Sam, come to Uncle Peter. That's what he's happy now. What about, as you said, I mean, a lot of people don't even know that they exist. Are they an endangered species at all?
No, fortunately they're not. They're very common.
Because no one knows they're there.
No one knows they're there, that's right. They've escaped easily from too many hassles, yeah. Like so many of the animals I have on the program, actually, here, they're not. There's lots of them that aren't endangered, which is good.
Certainly. Well, give us the official name again.
It's a Podargus strigoides.
And the common name?
Common name is a tawny frogmouth.
Well, very interesting to meet him. A him or a her?
That's impossible to tell until it lays an egg.
Well, then, no, it's female. Yes, how do you know that exactly? Yeah. You never know in this business, would you? David, thanks for being on the show again, and nice to meet your little friend. David Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think that was a... Just have a look at it. That's a very homely... You're a family man, aren't you, Jeff?
Yes, I think that would go very well with my chooks, Bert.
Yeah, well, I can't give it to you, unfortunately, because that would be a politician accepting a gift.
We'll try it and we'll see how we go.
We've got someone now for you to meet who last night had a very, very big night in her life. She was in the finals of the Melbourne Sun Aria, and I'm pleased to say that she did very, very well. She didn't win it, but she was runner-up. And she's also in the McDonald's Sydney Aria semi-final singing competition. For that, we wish her well. Her name is Amelia Coe, and she's singing for us today, One Fine Day. Please welcome Amelia Coe.
Reached the summit. Can you guess what he'll say? He will call butterfly from the distance. I, without answering, hold myself quietly concealed, a bit to tease him, and a bit so as not to die at our best meeting. And then in agitation he will call, dear baby wife of mine, dear little orange blossom, the names he used to call me when he came here. This will all come to pass as I tell you. Punish your idle fears, for he will
Thank you, Amelia. Lovely. And congratulations on last night and good luck for the McDonald's in Sydney. Amelia Poe. After this break, we're going to play some writer's sports. What's that? You'll find out on the other side of this break.
Good afternoon, Glenn Taylor. Victoria is heading towards its worst road toll for more than a decade, with yet another triple fatality last night, claiming 3 teenage victims. Desperate police are considering all solutions, including compulsory helmets for drivers and passengers. More news in an hour.
They're the ones to watch. Glenn Taylor and Jennifer Kite bring you 7 nightly news. Now 6 o'clock weeknights on 7.
At last, replacement windows that are virtually maintenance-free. That's right, CertainTeed PVC windows will never rot and never need painting. All CertainTeed PVC windows are double glazed. They are highly energy efficient to keep your home warmer in winter, cooler in summer. They'll also greatly reduce outside traffic noise while adding real value to your home. Clean the outside from the inside. Phone us now for our special offer on keyed locks and insect screens, absolutely free with every new CertainTeed PVC window we install for you. Call us now.
Don't miss Red Spot specials at a Safeway store near you, bringing you the best value in supermarket shopping. Sides of spring lamb, top value at just $1.97 a kilo. Quality Don Strasbourg, round or square, only $5.99 a kilo. Large red delicious apples, now a low $1.29 a kilo. And azaleas in bud and bloom, a fresh $2.49. Safeway's Red Spot specials. Don't let them pass you by.
好買睇下 John Quinn.
Oh my, for people who really know their Chinese.
所有國際超級超送超有特賣。
Through 6 great albums, John Cougar Mellencamp has held a mirror to his audience and chronicled the good times, the troubles and temptations of us all. Now on Big Daddy, he turns the mirror on himself, opens his heart and sings from his soul. A unique sound that's blown Australian concert-goers away, with songs as strong as pop singer Martha Say and their new single Jackie Brown. Move on to something bigger. Big Daddy, John Cougar Mellencamp. Nobody sounds like him and nobody does it better.
I must say you're looking particularly handsome today.
I was just telling Bert, this is Bert, that he's one of my favourite kinds of flora. This is another flora I'm particularly fond of.
Flora margarine, like Bert, contains no artificial colours, flavours, additives.
Such a lovely, deliciously light taste that... But I mustn't talk too loud. Bert gets very jealous, you know.
Flora, with no artificial colours, flavours, additives. It's one of the best things in the country.
Sink your money into the wrong bed, and you could end up paying for it every night. So buy your new bed from 40 Winks. Save yourself the problems and save yourself some money.
40 Winks, everything that's good in beds.
Welcome back to the show. I should have mentioned to you before that Max Gillies had to leave us. He had rehearsals to go to, and also Jeff Kennett had to leave for perhaps rehearsals too. I don't know. Do they rehearse Parliament? Listening to it, I think not. I think not. We have David Smith and Colette Mann, though, with us, and that's a beaut feeling too. We also now are about to be joined by Georgia Butters. We're going to talk about writer sports, and we're going to play writer sports. What is it? We'll find out as we introduce Georgia Butters. To shake, aren't there? A lot of hands to shake. Now, I guess this is a follow-on from theatre sports, is it, or part of theatre sports?
Well, loosely talking, writer sports. Theatre sports is like. Writer sports, sorry, is like a writing version of theatre sports. But of course, theatre sports is played in Melbourne. Writer sports was born in Melbourne.
Right.
That's a big distinction. We love theatre sports, but we're separate to them.
Writer sports, did you give birth to it?
Yes.
Was your idea?
And with two men.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's something you can't top, Colette, isn't it? Eh?
I could try.
OK, take us through writer sports.
OK, well, let me say, imagine this, 160 frantic fingers, 4 manual portable typewriters, 20 original fiction pieces, and there's writer sports. It consists of 4 teams of 4 writers, and there's time limits involved. Pieces of information is extracted by our MC John Ashton from the audience. There's a lot of audience participation, and there's a lot of tapping away and a lot of laughs.
OK, Georgia, we have 30 digits on hand, 3 writers on hand and 3 typewriters on hand. You might like to introduce the 3 writers that we have with us today.
Yes, certainly. The person with the glasses closest to Bert is John Flaus.
I know, John. Welcome, John.
Who's a well-known film critic, actor and man extraordinaire.
Indeed.
Next to that is Lauren Williams, who's a performance poet, Melbourne-based again.
Welcome, Lauren.
And at the far end's Paul Winterbine, a well-known Melbourne comedian. So these are 3-star writer sports players.
Oh, actually, Paul was one of the Cabbage Brothers, wasn't he?
Yes,
oh,
indeed.
Fantastic. Well, a special welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bert.
Good to have you here. OK, now, I believe audience participation is required here.
Yes.
I'm just your boy, and so is John Deeks.
Right, OK.
What do we need?
We're playing the poetry game. We need 5 words from the audience. The writers will use these words in the poem. So think of how you're feeling now, what you want to be in 10 years. Just 1 word. What did you have to eat for lunch?
Puppy Georgia, how long do
out.
they have?
They've got 2 minutes to type a poem.
To a poem, yeah,
So
right.
it's time limits. So call out what's...
5 words we need.
Yes.
What's
Great.
that? Great. Great?
Great,
OK,
yes.
we accept great.
Is this GREATs in great fun?
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Please, roses.
Roses, right.
Go.
Go.
Go. Go, yeah.
Great roses go.
And what about a feeling, an emotion? Happy.
What have we got, John?
Hungry.
Hungry.
Yes,
Hungry.
that's
It's
good.
going to be interesting, yes.
Is that 4?
I've got 1 to go.
1 to go. What about you, Bert?
What about black?
Black. Good, that's a colour. Yes, that's great.
Right,
OK,
OK.
so there's 5 words. Now, the writers then, when should we start it? Should we start
Well,
with...
I'd just like to write the words down, actually.
All right. OK, well, the poetry game, of course, is one of 5 games that's played in writer sports. There's other games that cover all aspects of writing. There's slogan, character, genre, and there's a finale that's a relay.
Plus, we should start now because we're giving them more time, aren't
Sure,
we? And
yes.
they have 2 minutes, and you're going to be timekeeper, John? Yes. OK, they start as of... Give us a symbol or something, please, Ross. As of now.
OK.
Oh, how delightful. Off they go. And the words were great, black...
Go, roses...
Roses. Right.
Great.
And, yeah, great.
Now, of course, I'll set the scene a little bit. There's normally our MC, John Ashton, who is talking to the audience, telling many jokes, being amusing, witty, and we have a judge that sits there and an audience of judges that have come in. Of course, we're playing this at the Playhouse this Sunday, the 17th of September, Victorian Arts Centre, 8 p.m. tickets through Bass.
90 seconds to go. 90 seconds to go. Right, how about we then, John? Right.
And we've got writers, international and national writers, including Bernice Rubens, Booker Prize winner, Maxine Hong Kingston, Kate Ahern, Judith Rodriguez. So we've got a fantastic selection.
Bernice is doing the
Yes.
judge. She's wonderful. She's coming into the show in the next couple of days.
Oh, great.
Incidentally, the audience is going to be the judge here. Each of the three writers will read out their poem, and there's no prize attached here, but you are going to be the adjudicators, if that's okay.
1 minute!
1 minute to go, okay.
Right. Now, the writers are actually typing away on Brother typewriters. I'll just mention that. Hello, Robert Armstrong. And
You've got more plugs than the late Jackie Clancy. You've killed them.
And I might also mention that
Certainly.
Writer Sports has a strong philosophical base.
45 seconds! Doesn't time go fast when you're enjoying yourself? Yes?
Words are not sacred, and everyone should have an equal share, an equal access and an equal hearing. And we're there to publicise and present writers and writing and words, and believe in that.
Good thing.
And, and of course...
30 seconds.
1990s is the decade of the writer. That's what we're saying.
Okay, how long do you keep pounding away there. 20 seconds to go. The countdown now. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. They have to finish. That was the closing symbol then from Ross.
Now,
Beautifully played.
The rules include that they have to have used every word that they've given, and they can write a poem in any form. It doesn't have to rhyme, it doesn't have to be verse, it just has to be a poem.
Do you want any music under this, guys, by the way? Because we can provide it for you if you want it. Would you prefer music or not?
I'll have music.
Okay, what about you, Paul?
Or a bit of music?
Yeah, what about you, John?
Yes, I'll take the music.
Good, you're all crazy. Righto, we'll start off with John, and here is John's poem.
In black and wintry mood, I feel the awful feelings return. Desperate, sad, hungry. I go to the cupboard. I expect to find hamburgers or at least donuts. But what lies before me? Merely roses.
Yeah, I like that. Very well. OK, Lauren, your turn.
Mine's not as long as John's here. Go, hungry author, to your garret. For great literature blooms from your tortured mind like black roses.
OK, Paul, now that you've heard the other guys take music, would you like to change your mind, or are you still happy with the music?
Jenny, I think... I don't know whether the music could save this.
OK, Paul.
I'm the slowest typer here. I was just here to make these guys look good. Go fourth or fifth in the black of night on your great big hairy toesers. But as hungry as you are, please don't eat the roses.
Ah, yeah. Now we call upon our audience to adjudicate. And firstly, those of you, put your hand up, please, if you thought John's was the best piece of prose there. Ah, yes, nicely judged there. Around about 20, I guess. For Lauren. How many for Lauren? About 7 or 8, 9 there. And what about for Paul? Yeah, the runaway winner. Paul Winterby, congratulations, Paul, and thanks to Lauren, and thanks to you too, John. Great to have you three in the show. And Georgia, thanks for introducing us to Writer Sports.
Thank you.
Really is terrific. Great. OK, after this next commercial break, we have the Victoria Police Band. They just happen to be in the area, and they're going to play for us. After this break, we'll see you soon.
Superheroes Week kicks off with Roger Moore in his latest and greatest Bond adventure.
Hold the parachute!
Facing his most evil archenemy.
What a view to a kill.
Does anybody else want to drop out? A man with a secret plan to kill millions.
The secret of genius.
And the secret weapon?
We're not sure about her.
Grace Jones.
She must take a lot of vitamins.
Only one man can stop them.
The name is Bond.
And I'm Dick Tracy, and you're still under arrest.
Mitsubishi Motors presents A View to a Kill, premieres Sunday.
Inflation Fighter, putting the power back into your dollar. At Coles New World. Not only everyday low prices every day, but weekly price specials just when you need them. 200-gram International Roast Coffee, $4.69. 250-gram Uncle Toby's Muesli Bars, $1.79. And 375ml Pears Shampoo and Conditioner, $2.29. Inflation Fighter, putting the power back into your dollar.
Behind the fashion, lean craft. Only lean craft. Whoa, lean craft.
They're all new for summer. They start at just $3.99, but only at Lincraft.
For the fabrics behind the fashion, lean craft.
Right now at Guest's Furniture, we're accessories after the fact. The fact is we're giving away accessories to the retail value of $400 with every purchase of $2,000 or more. So when you buy furniture like this, your accessories after the fact could be this coffee table, or this, or this, or this. With every purchase of $2,000 or more, the choice is yours. Guest's accessories after the fact. It's so good, it ought to be criminal.
Here's another. Mr. Spiller writes that he makes a dish he calls courgette and ham pasta from continental mushroom and wine and has instant success. It tastes so wonderful, Continental included his recipe on the back of the pack. Well done, Mr. Spiller.
At last, replacement windows that are virtually maintenance-free. That's right, CertainTeed PVC windows will never rot and never need painting. All CertainTeed PVC windows are double glazed. They are highly energy efficient to keep your home warmer in winter, cooler in summer. They'll also greatly reduce outside traffic noise while adding real value to your home. Clean the outside from the inside. Phone us now for our special offer on keyed locks and insect screens, absolutely free with every new CertainTeed PVC window we install for you. Call us now.
I'll bet our next act got specialised treatment at rehearsal this morning. I mean, the crew really sometimes, it's quite sickening. Other groups bring in caps and T-shirts and things to wear, never. But we have the Victoria Police Force band in. Look, they're all wearing their caps and things. Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. It won't help you if you're pulled over. It will not help you at all, because graft and corruption does not exist in the Victoria Police Force. I know, because I've tried it. It's just not there. We have got a great group from the Victoria Police with us today, and out front is Constable Linda Harvey. And personally, if I've got to be pulled over to the side of the road, I hope it's Linda. The song is The Way You Make Me Feel. So please welcome members of the Victoria Police Force, and incidentally, hang on a sec, one sec. Whoa, I haven't given you their professional name. They're known as Code 1. Here's Code 1.
I love the groove of your
great. Just terrific. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. I've never kissed a police person before. That was just lovely. And by the way, if it wasn't great, do you think I'm going to stand here and say it wasn't? I thought it was just terrific. Linda, you look great. I'll just have to take down a few particulars here. Your name and phone number. And a few little... Incidentally, yeah, just grab those. Yeah, just for you, Linda. Especially from me, from nobody else. And some nice flowers. Good on you. And any of you guys who'd like flowers, champagne, beer, you just name it, and it's all waiting for you.
Linda's phone number, actually.
Linda's phone. You want the phone number too? Actually, it's interesting. Some of the guys here who are on the crew are quite kinky for girls in uniform. And at rehearsal, our director Tony Vuat, who's also he's the head kink. He took this. I thought it might be interesting for you to have a look at Linda actually rehearsing this morning on camera in uniform. There she is.
Just touch me, baby, and I'm in ecstasy. I'll be working from 9 to 5 to buy you things to keep you by my side. I never go
There's quite a transition. So if you pull up any of the crew, you might find that just as the ticket is being written, they might say, "How about a song before you go, Constable?" Nice to meet you, Linda, and to the whole gang here from Code 1, we thank them. Just great stuff. Good on you. And we're back with you after this break.
Welcome back to the Midday Show. Mystery and surprises. 8:30 Thursday. All the answers are on Biased Forward.
Oh, Mr. Sheen. Oh, Mr. Sheen. Take a look around this place. It's quite obscene.
No, don't you worry, pet. Grab a cloth and we'll be set. In just a tick, we'll have this place sparkling clean.
Oh, Mr. Sheen. Oh, Mr. Sheen. We really make a quite fantastic team.
First, we'll polish off this top around the piano in just a pop, and a wipe across the tiles will make them clean.
Oh, Mr. Sheen. Dear Mr. Sheen. We're getting through the cleaning like a machine.
Would you believe we're just as fast when we polish off the glass? It's a finish you won't believe until you've seen.
Now, Mr. Sheen, my Mr. Sheen, is there anything at all you cannot clean?
If there is, I wouldn't know. I'll give anything a go. If it's shine you want, then contact Mr. Sheen.
Let Mr. Sheen polish off your cleaning.
From the positive debacle, now all you see is sparkle, because we polished as we cleaned with Mr. Sheen.
Through 6 great albums, John Cougar Mellencamp has held a mirror to his audience and chronicled the good times, the troubles and temptations of us all. Now on Big Daddy, he turns the mirror on himself, opens his heart and sings from his soul. A unique sound that's blown Australian concert goers away, with songs as strong as pop singer Martha Say and the new single Jackie Brown. Move on to something bigger. Big Daddy, John Cougar Mellencamp. Nobody sounds like him and nobody does it better.
Our lines are free, so phone us now for the best price on solid vinyl weatherboards. JH Solid Vinyl won't be beaten on price or we'll refund the difference. Deal direct and save. 553 0844. Phone now.
Swader, handcrafted designer furniture at affordable prices. You can select a lounge suite in the fabric of your choice. You're welcome to see our craftsmen at work and see the quality that Swader are famous for. Swader, designed to stand the passage of time. Simple, luxurious and comfortable. Swader furniture, tailor-made and tailored to your budget. Buy direct from our workshop and save. Swader, Springvale Road, Springvale. Designed to please, made to last. Never before has a book been more essential to the investor, creating a golden opportunity for both small and large investors. A guide to investing in uncertain times, the Ford Plan 1989 edition, available wherever good books are sold.
A barnstorming pilot is permanently grounded, but finds he can't settle down to life on the ground. Robert Redford, Bo Svensson, Susan Sarandon co-star in The Great Waldo Pepper, Wednesday's afternoon movie here on Channel 7.
I should have mentioned to you Code 1, our last act for today. They've got a cassette out, and that's it. It's called Emergency. And they're a great group, and they'll do lots of nice things for you. And buy it. They asked me to flog it. Do you think I was going to say no? No way known. Thanks to our guests for today. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, David. And thank you, Colette. It's just great to have you back on television. You've got to come back again soon, OK?
Oh,
you promise? Tomorrow we have Nick and Catherine Griner, Peter Ford, Peter Quarry, and music with Samantha Sang, and her dad, Reg Gray, is going to sing for us too. Goodbye, and God bless you.
When in Melbourne, our guests stay at the Hilton on the Park. This has been a Jim McKay production for the Australian Television Network. The Bert Beauty Show was brought to you by the new Jenny Craig weight loss program. Now more than ever, it's the Australian way to lose weight.